How many fake news stories have you believed without realizing it? It sounds like a simple question, right? But if we're being honest, probably more than once. Because today, information spreads so fast that people often react before they even verify. A viral post, an edited picture, or even a misleading headline can reach thousands of people in just minutes. And sometimes, the most dangerous false information is the one that looks believable. Good day, everyone. I am Eliza Misarip, and welcome to Truth Becomes Disorder. Now, this topic is very important because we will cover the information disorder, its types, and its examples. So, let us begin with our objectives for today's discussion. So, by the end of this presentation, we should be able to first define information disorder is. Second is differentiate misinformation, disinformation, and malinformation. Third is analyze real examples of fake news. And lastly is to identify techniques used to verify information. These techniques are the reverse image search, source checking, and fact checking. So now that we know our goals for this lecture, let us first understand what information disorder really means. So here we go. Information disorder is the spread of false, misleading, or manipulated content online. It affects how people understand and interpret truth in digital spaces. So, in simpler terms, information disorder happens when the information people see online becomes confusing, inaccurate, or intentionally changed in a way that misleads others. So, because today we live in a digital generation where information travels extremely fast, right? With just one click, a post can be shared thousands of times within minutes. Because of this speed, many people react emotionally first before checking whether the information is actually true. So now that we know the information disorder, let's go with its types. Now, there are three types of information disorder, which is the misinformation, disinformation, and malinformation. And malinformation. So, malinformation is false or misleading information shared without the intent to deceive. So, in other words, this means that the person sharing the information actually believe it is true. They are not trying to lie or manipulate anyone. They just don't realize that the information is already wrong. This happens often when people online see a post that looks believable, shocking headline, viral screenshot, or a trending video because it seems real. They immediately share it without checking reliable sources. Now, the problem with misinformation is that even though there is no intention, it can still cause harm, especially when it spreads quickly and reaches many people. Now, here's the example I have is the troops deployed to Luneta rally. Now, here I have a video, so I really want you to see the video. So I will finish the video now. The video circulating online is titled I think it shows a military convoy in Luneta, suggesting a recent security related in the area. Now, in the video, military vehicles are seen moving information, right? Which the viewers assume that a current deployment was happening in Lebanon. Now, the video gained significant traction online, reaching approximately 49,000. It is also generated a high volume of comments with users reacting quickly and sharing the post further across social media platforms. The comment section showed widespread concern and discussions. As you can see here, there are a lot of comments that they have been really deceived by the video. They did they didn't verify it, so they just commented it and stated their opinion without really knowing that it is false. So many users expressed alarm, while others shared the post, believing it was authentic, real-time footage. Now, what I did was to begin my analysis, I first examined the viral video that claimed to show a military convoy in Luneta during a supposed event. Now, the post suggested that the footage was recent and linked to a rally or gathering. So that is last year, guys. Yeah. I then myself conducted an online search to trace the origin of the video. So I found that the same footage was originally posted on Facebook Reels by an account named Rachel Ching. So this Reels is also not deleted, so you can search it out if you want to. So the uploaded date is was September 17, while the misleading post circulating online appeared on September 21. Upon reviewing the original reel, I also observed, as you can see, the tarpaulin, like the blue one in there. I also observed that it is appeared to be related in a festival happened in that specific location, because also the caption in the Facebook reel stated street dance. So it means there's like event happening during that time. This indicates that the footage was not connected to any military deployment in Luneta, but rather captured during a different public activity. Another, I also analyzed the military trucks shown in the video. So the markings on the vehicles, as you can see in the trucks, military trucks, it has ASCOM 9FSSU, and then I searched it up on Google, which I found it is founded to be a logistics support unit under the Philippine Army. So this suggests that the vehicles were part of routine logistical movement rather than emergency or special deployment. Now, to further verify the location, because I really want to make it sure, like very sure, I cross checked the visuals using Google Maps. So, based on landmark comparison and road structure, I traced the actual location of the footage to Bansalan, Davao region. So, yes, it is in Davao, not in Luneta. As you can see here, it is the same. It has like lights in there, just as these circulating videos online. So it pretty much the same. So it is confirmed that the video was not taken in Luneta. So I concluded that this example that I have is false, is a misleading content and not okay, and also a misinformation, because I observed that the page mainly contains entertainment. Right after posting this video, there was no other post about um, politicians or false narratives. It was most likely on entertainment and affiliate selling posts. So maybe maybe based on this, I did not find strong evidence of intentional deception, but it supports the misinformation because it has no patterns from the creators or the one who posted that video, because he didn't that person did not posted any false narratives or about politicians or any misleading contents, so which concluded to me that he didn't know too that that video that he posted was actually not true. So that concludes me to that that example. So another type is disinformation. Now, disinformation is false or misleading information that is intentionally created and spread to deceive or manipulate people. So it is, yeah, again, it is deliberately created. It is intentionally spread with the purpose of deceiving people, also influencing opinions or shaping public perception. So it is often designed to look believable or authentic. So it uses edited images, fabricated stories, or manipulated content so that the audience will accept it as it was. Now, here I have the example, which is the genuine picture of ex-Philippine leader with convicted sex offender. Now, this video is actually I found it on online. I was like scrolling on TikTok, and then yeah, it wasn't in my FYP, so I thought it is great opportunity to address it in here. So, the circulating content involves um, showing a former Filipino leader, which is this guy, the Duterte, Digoroa Duterte, together with convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, presented as if it were real photographic evidence. Now the image was widely posted across TikTok, where multiple uploads of the same content reached approximately 294,000 views, 297,000, and 18,000 views respectively. So this indicates that the content achieved significant online reach and engagement. As you can see, upon first inspection, I immediately suspected that the image was artificially generated to no. So in here, the first thing that I did was actually conducted a reversed image to really know if that person is really Rodrigo Duterte. So as you can see here, you'll see. Let me fast forward it. No, I can't. Here, the image showing a former Philippine leader with Jeffrey Epstein is fabricated and was not found in the official files released by the U.S. Justice Department. And the original photo is actually Donald Trump. So, yes, it is an AI, it is a deep fake. And here I'll show you the original photo of Duterte. As you can see, I think this photo was the one used to prompt in the AI, because the pointing pose is exactly the same. The clothes and everything is really exactly the same. Now, another thing too is I also um, I also analyze its visuals, and after I saw that the hairstyle were inconsistent, because in here it shows something like a bowl cut, and in here and a layer one. In here is the layered one, and in here is more like a flowy part. So it showed a hairstyle inconsistency. And the last one too is the fingers. As you can see, and the other two photos, it shows that the the ex-Philippine leader has 5 fingers, and in the middle photo, it has 6 fingers. As you can see, can you count it or not? But yeah, as I counted it, it has 6 fingers, and yeah, it is. I concluded it as a false, fake news, and disinformation type of information disorder. Why? Because again, I also included the author or the creator, and then as I see, it really has a lot of content about false narratives and politicians, especially using AIs. You can see the red underline one. These are AIs, by the way, and it reached a lot of audience, like 600, almost 700,000 views. I don't know how I don't know how can the page keep up with this, but yeah, it is still up there. The video is not deleted, so you can search it up. So the last one is malinformation. Now, malinformation is true or based on reality information that is intentionally shared to harm, embarrass, or manipulate a person, group, or organization. So, in other words, it is shared in a way that causes harm by removing context, exposing private details, or misrepresenting the situation. So, here I have the example of Maurice Racal and Anthony Jennings viral screenshot issue way back 2024. So, in here, Um, Maurice Racal and Anthony Jennings were not official because Maurice Racal also have a boyfriend, which is Rico Blanco, and Anthony Jennings also has a girlfriend, which is this girl. But they allegedly broke up, and then are we gonna start time? Yeah, and then the girl posted something in TikTok. Then right after that, the TikTok, some fans saw it or noticed it, and then Anthony Jennings said something to the girl, which made the girl really fed up, and then ended up exposing their convos, which is this one. So in these convos, I think it is most of them is like flirting, flirting messages. This is where the "I'll touch myself" meme started. So yes, this is my example of misinformation. Now, I concluded it as a true because Maurice Racal has an interview right after the issue were boomed. This is the statement that she said, and she cried. So, yes, it is confirmed to be true. Now, it is a malinformation because of how it is used and circulated. First, it involves real information, like actual private conversations and real individuals, the famous ones, pagid. And the second is the content is shared publicly and publicly without full context. So there was some context missing out there, and it leads to public speculation and reputational impact. So the harm comes from exposure and circulation of private information in a public space, not from fake content. So we are coming to the end of our presentation. The conclusion of this whole lectures is first, information disorder affects how truth is created, shared, and understood online. Misinformation spreads when false content is believed and shared unknowingly. Disinformation is intentionally created to influence or mislead others. Malinformation uses real information but removes context to cause harm. And lastly, verification is essential before believing or sharing any content, online content. So that is the end of my presentation. Always remember, question what you see. So this has been Eliza Misarep. Thank you. Have a good day, everybody.